I hung up and stared down at my phone in a daze, trying to breathe. My chest constricted with panic and my limbs were limp. I probably would have sat there for hours had there not been a tap on the door.
David? Sex?
The sound of the woman's voice pulled me out of my stupor. A pair of jeans lay crumpled on the floor, so I pulled them on before opening the door. Miss Russia was naked, cherry tits pointed right at me, but I barely saw them. I went searching for my wallet and a shirt. Once I found what I needed, I tucked my phone and charger in my pocket and raced for the door.
David?
Miss Russia whined from the bedroom. Without looking back, I tossed, "Das Vidanya," over my shoulder and let the door close behind me. Nick's room was 2 doors down, and I figure he was still awake, so I knocked rapidly. When he opened it, he had his cell phone to his ear and a scowl on his face. Normally, I'd have ripped the phone out of his hand to talk to his girl Dahlia, but tonight wasn't the night. Before he could ask me why the hell I was at his door at 1 a.m., I said, "I need help. Emma's been in an accident. I gotta get home." With his eyes on mine, he said into the phone, "Dal, I need to call you back." He stood back, opening the door wide to let me in. I paced back and forth until he finally asked what was going on. "Sylvia called, said she's okay, but in surgery, and I need to be there. I yanked at my hair. "Fuck, can you help me get there?" He took charge from that moment, waking our manager, Tali. Between the two of them, within an hour, they'd arranged a chartered flight leaving at 6. I couldn't even begin to imagine what that had cost, but I'd pay pretty much anything to get my kid. Tali rode with me to the private airport near Moscow and pulled me into a hug once we got inside the terminal. I almost broke, but I held it together. "I'm okay. I'm just going kinda nuts here," I said.
Has Sylvia texted back yet?
She asked. I pulled out my phone for the 100th time. Not since the last one. She said it'd be a while. Tali rubbed big circles on my back. I wasn't normally into the touchy-feely shit, but damn if I didn't need it right now.
Emma's young and healthy. She'll heal up from this good as new. You know that, right?
I threw up my hands. "No, I don't fucking know that. You don't know that either. Don't try to blow smoke up my ass."
I'm sorry. I'll just say I think she'll be fine. I hope she's not in a lot of pain, and I pray you get there quickly.
I hung my head, half pissed at myself for spouting off, the other half not giving one single fuck. I left a couple of women in my room.
I'll take care of it.
I'm not coming back for the rest of the tour. She rubbed my back again.
It's fine. We'll work it out. We only had 5 more shows to go, so don't let the band be a worry. Focus on your girl.
Once I was on the plane, I called Sylvia again. "Hey," I said softly when she answered.
"Hi, I was about to call. The doctor came out and said everything went well with the surgery. They had to place a rope."
Her voice broke, and she took a deep, shuddering breath.
"They placed a rod inside her bone to reconnect it, and a plate and some screws to keep it in place. I'll get to see her in about an hour, but she won't be awake."
"Oh, Jesus, she's got metal in her leg?" I sunk down in my seat, not even close to being able to stay upright. She sniffled.
"Yes, just get here."
I pinched the bridge of my nose, trying to stymie the pain raging through my brain. 10 hours, Sil. Even if she's not awake, tell her I'm coming. Leaning my head back on the seat, I closed my eyes, gripping the armrests with all my fucking might. If there were shit to smash, I'd have smashed it. At least I had enough sense to know I didn't want to do something that'd send the plane spiraling to its doom, not when I was trying my damnedest to get to my girl. I hadn't felt this helpless since Sylvia broke the news she was pregnant 15 years ago. I'd been 18, about to graduate high school, no real plans other than playing music. A kid was the last thing on my mind. Then this